This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And the reason why I brought out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1, is that I was inspired to do this lesson, this video, because I was watching Apostle Tar's recent video he did right here where it says, all of the Israelite groups know about the M to the O to the B, but refuse to teach it. All right? And it reminded me of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1. Which is spiritual because we brought this out at camp yesterday down here in Miami. All right. And the fact that Apostle did this video and with this title, all right, hey, it proves that the Lord's going to start, okay, judging the leadership of you other camps. Okay. And the fact that this individual, Paul Kersey for GMS, says, I believe the leadership is now aware of this apostar, maybe not openly, but they are aware of this possibility. Most caps are even if they don't teach about it, all right? It just proves that the Lord is going to start chopping down, all right, the leadership of you other Israelite camps out there that are not teaching the digital all, the M to the O to the B. Okay, and that's why I brought out Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Let's read it one more time. Then I'm going to go into the World Economic Forum, which is they're literally telling you August 16, 2022 on their agenda with this M to the O to the B. Jeremiah 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Right, woe meaning death and destruction. All right, to the leadership of you other Israelite camps that are not teaching about the digital all. And yet know about it. That's the key. You know about it, all right? But you're not teaching it. So it either leads to two things. Either you're afraid to teach it, all right, because of a pride issue, or you've been paid off. And I believe it's the latter. You've been paid off, all right, by Esau and the Goomba squads. But let's get in because this is out in the open, all right? And we're so close for them to implement, all right, this technology onto the masses. This is from the World Economic Forum. Keyword, world. Augmented tech can change the way we live, but only with the right support and vision, right? And I'm going to go into this article because when they mean by support, they meaning the governments of the world, all right, which they speak about, all right? The different governments within this world. And what does augmented mean, all right? It means having been made greater in size or value. All right, increase. So they're saying increase technology. All right, they're saying supplement, build up. Right, and that's the agenda from these elites, these technocratic, all right, elites. They want to defy, all right, God's creation, the Most High's creation, all right, and get everybody into a cyborg condition, for lack of better words. Be half man, half machine. Okay? Have these implants in their body. So I want to jump down to this video right here. It's only 1 minute 36 seconds, but this is on the World Economic Forum. So they're literally telling you what they want for the planet. How do we build an ethical framework for a technologically augmented society? Right. All right. Meaning to increase, to build up. All right. With these digital implants. Let's play this video. And again, woe to you pastors for not teaching this, for either being scared to teach it, okay, or because we're teaching it, starting with our apostle elders, all right, so it's a pride issue, or you've been paid off. So as you can see, this is what they're pushing, all right? The augmented technology to increase, to make better, all right? With the exoskeleton, all right? AR goggles, phones, okay? And you clearly see this today. Let's continue on. It gets better. There we go. For technologies will become more intertwined with our bodies in the form of implants. Wait a minute. Isn't that the right hand too? Hold on. Let's see. There you go. Okay? They're literally showing you. This is on the World Economic Forum. Keyword, world. And he calls it all, not some, all. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Okay? This is Klaus Schwab, all right? The bankers, okay? These government institutions throughout the world. This is their vision. This is what they want for the people that are walking the earth. So the fact that you other Israelite camps, the leadership are not teaching this, all right, you're off. And the Lord is going to handle you unless you repent, okay? There's another one. Implants such as pacemakers or brain implants are in the first place, right? You got Neuralink. There's another one, company called Synchron, which in Mount Sinai, New York. They're already doing tests on it. Okay, and then you got the individual from Pittsburgh. He's had a brain chip in his head for 7 years. Okay, so this is their agenda. A translation chip for dyslexia, all right? And I remember when I was young, okay, this was something that they said I had. I had dyslexia, okay? What is dyslexia? Definition. A learning disorder characterized by difficulty reading. Okay, dyslexia occurs in children with normal vision and intelligence. Symptoms include late talking, learning new words slowly, and delay in learning to read. Right? Okay. And the way Esau jacked up our people, man, this is a big problem within our nation. We have a reading problem, a learning disability. Okay. So what's Esau going to do? Hey, I got the quick fix. Put a chip in your head so you could be a better reader. You could gain more information. Okay. And a lot of Jake are going to take it, all right? Because really, it's really what it is the amount of distractions. If you pull away from the distractions of this world, man, you could get better at reading, you could get better at retaining information, but you got to get away from the distractions of this world, man. Look at that. A chip that counters brain diseases like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Okay? I think you got the point. Now I want to jump down here. All in the mind. Brain implants take us from one step further and allow us to tap straight into the body's operating system. Right? Because that's what this devil wants. Esau Edom. He wants this thing, okay, in your body. All right? So he has total control over your spirit. That's what he believes. All right? He wants your soul now. Operating system. We have already started. That's why it says all in the mind, right? Your heart, your mind, the heart, the lob is your mind. We have already started interfacing with the brain using neural probes to mitigate symptoms to epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, or depression. Most applications will remain based on medical necessity rather than a mind-reading tool. While it is true that companies like Neuralink have been targeting the brain from the get-go, brain implants may not be the first choice in our augmented society. All right, well, they're just being the devil, but they know that there's going to be a lot of resistance, okay? That's why they're doing they want to depopulate, and they're going to create all types of problems to trim the herd. An indispensable wearable device may be implanted under the skin as a first approach. There you go. So they're talking about the hand or in the belly if needed. All right. So they're looking at that as a first approach before the brain. All right. But the scripture says they're going to do, brain and hand at the same time. This is what you other Israelite camps, and I like calling you the pseudo-Hebrew Israelite camps, you're not talking about. Here we go. Now watch this. It says right here, ethics should not be preached from an economic ivory tower. Rather, overarching or independent institutions should guide policymakers and researchers in the augmented society on the do's and don'ts and help build the ethical framework on societal aspects of augmented reality technology. The Council of Europe recently launched, so these are these governments, recently launched a strategic action plan tackling issues raised by the applications of neural technologies, right, these implants. Another example, the Rathena Institute, founded by the Dutch government, so the governments are behind this, operates as an independent institution to reflect on questions related to the impact of technology in our lives. Chile, that's where Northern Kingdom is located at. All right, that's the tribe of Naphtali, is already a step ahead. Last year, the country pioneered a bill to amend its constitution to protect personal brain data. Several countries are now exploring how to address these issues surrounding brain implants. The task is daunting as ethics will not only need to scrutinize blooming technology, but also potential future applications. Augmented reality technologies and ethics. All right? With the right support, vision, audacity, these transformative technologies that go beyond augmentation become possible. When do we enter the gray zone? Ethics will advise us. So they're writing this article as what's the battle plan to get everybody chipped up, man? Okay? We need the right support. And you false pastors, man, that are not bringing this out, man, you're scattering the sheep. Okay? That's why I did this lesson, because for this individual, Paul Kersey, to say, I believe the leadership by now is aware of this, Apostle R. All right, then the leadership needs to be called out. Okay? Let's get another one. Ezekiel 34:1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, that's the reason why Apostle R constantly gets on these other Israelite camp leaders and Vocab Malone. All right? Because you got a lot of our people that don't know. They're very slow. Okay? A lot of them do have dyslexia. All right? They're very slow, and they need, they need to be told this, over and over again, that this devil wants to put a device in you, and you must not take it. And for you supposedly prophets out there from you other camps, you're supposed to be prophesying about this devil with his agenda. Again, World Economic Forum, come on. Ezekiel 34:1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy, say unto them, thus saith the Lord power unto the shepherds. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Right. You're definitely taking tithe money. You're definitely fattening your bellies with the congregation money. Okay? Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? Right. But are you feeding the flocks? Telling them the truth. Okay? Of what's about to happen. Okay? Because just knowing you're an Israelite, all right, you should know who you are already by now. You should know your nationality, okay? For you individuals out there talking about, nationality doesn't matter, or walking around talking around nationality. First of all, when you go into the prison system, they want to know what race you are. When you need a loan, or you need to get a job, they want to know what nationality, what race you are. All right, this whole world is based on race and nationality. All right. So yeah, you should know who you are as a nation. All right. Saying, for those individuals out there talking about nationality doesn't matter. All right, but the point is, it goes beyond that. You should be talking about what's going on, okay? What's going on, what's clearly going on now, and what's coming, man. And that's why we here at Great Millstone, through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Hashem Shai, starting with our apostle elders, we focus on the prophecies. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? 3. Ye eat the fat, and you clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. 4. The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have you healed that which was sick, neither have you bound up that which was broken, neither have you brought again that which was driven away, neither have you sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty, right, not telling them, all right, what's coming, not warning them. Then you had individuals telling their congregation, go ahead and take that jab, that procedure, where clearly that shit doesn't work. All right, the president and his wife, didn't they get it? But with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. Okay? 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. Right. And the key part is became meat of all the beasts, these other heathens, especially Esau, Edom. All right. Because he knows, all right, that if our people take this digital all right, they're going to be destroyed. The devil knows he has a short time. I'm going to read this out. Read this. Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of them. Right. Who's sighing and crying? All right. The prophets that the Lord set up, mainly here at Great Millstone, and those that follow the doctrine of Great Millstone to the Spirit Power Yahweh Hashem Shai. All right. And we're telling our people, yo, this devil wants to put a device in you, all right, in your forehead and in your hand, and he has these governments, all right, ready to push this agenda, and they want to talk about ethical, okay, boundaries, and no, this is them saying, hey, how can we make this, okay, how can we ease this in onto the population, because they want everybody to have this device in them. And that's what we're sighing and crying about, telling our people, hey, do not take this digital all. There's a penalty for taking this. 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city in spite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Right. For you individuals, you Israelites, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that didn't want to seek the Lord, that didn't want to push out his word in truth, the 100% truth, hey, the Lord's not going to spare when the judgment, when Jacob's trouble hits, man. 6. Say utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. All right. And that word mark is the wa, which means exemption for what? Exemption from judgment. We'll get into it. The wa, and it means mark as a sign of exemption from judgment, because they did exactly what the Lord told them to do. All right, they warned the flock. They were telling the children of Israel, hey, don't take that digital all. This devil's coming down, okay, with an agenda. That's why you see the whole blockchain, crypto being pushed. All right, executive order. There's even a position, a permanent position within the White House that deals strictly with blockchain and crypto. Okay, it's called a blockchain crypto advisory for the White House. That's a new position that was created, all right, by these devils. But come not near any man upon whom the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Right, and when you go into the NLT, listen, check this out. Kill them all. Right, this is what the Lord said to the angel. Kill them all, old and young, girls and women and little children, but do not touch anyone with the mark. Begin right here at the temple. At the temple. So they began by killing the 70 leaders. That's why I brought out Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. You pastors, all right? You shepherds, the leaders, all right? The Lord's coming for your head, man. If you're teaching, okay, BS, or you're not bringing out this information. I mean, the fact that this guy, Paul Kersey, said this, all right, yo, you're accountable. You're accountable. So, again, Lord willing, is us edifying. As you can see, man, they're getting ready to move. This article came out August 16, 2022, World Economic Forum. All right, they want everybody with this digital all in them, and they're gonna do it in piecemeals. And they're gonna start with the disable. All right, and then they're gonna while they're doing that, they're gonna take away the cash. All right, and piecemeals. All right, until there's no cash left. And then they're coming in with full force. You either take this digital off or you go and die. And that's when the Lord's going to lift up a standard, because then at that time, we can no longer lean upon Egypt anymore. We can't go to our enemies for one of all things, because, the Lord said that there's a penalty for taking that digital off. All right? And this is where a lot of jakes are going to fold. All right? They're going to fumble. Because they didn't take this seriously. They didn't know what they got themselves into. So, Lord, when is us edify, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Wakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door. Keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. When you pray with your head covered. Shalom. And the Bible ball. Shalom.